Okay, let's dig into this. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a really, I think, fascinating vision for our cities. How they can genuinely prioritize people, pedestrians, cyclists over cars. Our mission here is to kind of unpack how removing traffic or radically rethinking it can change urban life, and maybe uncover a surprising little twist that challenges how we usually think about city planning. So our sources put forward this pretty bold concept. They say, look, an excellent alternative to just calming traffic is actually removing it.
Yeah, removing it. It sounds radical, right?
Totally. They talk about these like extensive networks of lanes, even whole streets just for bikes and people walking. Maybe the odd service vehicle, but that's it. It paints quite a picture.
It does. And what's really key, I think, is the immediate effect it has.
Yeah.
This kind of setup, it directly encourages people to, hop on a bike instead of getting in the car.
Right.
And that, crucially, makes the streets safer for everyone, not just the cyclists.
Okay, so it creates a kind of positive cycle.
Exactly. A feedback loop. More bikes mean it feels safer, which brings out more bikes, which then gives planners more reason to, convert even more car lanes.
I see. It builds on itself.
Beautifully, yeah. You can imagine how it transforms the whole feel of a place. Quieter, cleaner.
Definitely. Cleaner air, less noise. You can almost picture it. And as bikes really take off, planners can, like you said, grab even more car space. Maybe whole streets become bike-only zones. It sounds like a complete paradigm shift. But it makes me wonder, if we go all in on this vision, these super bike-friendly cities, does that mean zero motor vehicles? Like, none at all? Because our sources hint at something maybe counterintuitive, something that still needs to be there.
Yeah, that's a really important point. Even in these highly bikeable cities, you still need some motor vehicles. You can't eliminate them entirely.
Okay, like what kind of vehicles are we talking about?
Well, the obvious ones, emergency services, of course, fire trucks, ambulances, and, taxis are often still needed for accessibility reasons. But the one that might surprise people is delivery trucks.
Delivery trucks, right?
Yep.
They often get a bit of a bad rap, don't they? People see them as noisy, maybe blocking bike lanes sometimes, nuisance.
Exactly. There's often this animus towards them. But the sources argue they're actually an essential part of making cities greener.
Greener? How? This seems backwards almost. How do big trucks make things greener?
It boils down to efficiency. Simple efficiency, really. Think about one large delivery truck packed full of goods making a single route.
Okay.
Now compare that to maybe, 20, 30 individual cars, even efficient hybrids.
Yeah.
Each driving to a big out-of-town store, picking up just a few bags of shopping.
Ah, right. The truck is doing the work of many cars.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's concentrating the transport of goods. Far fewer vehicle miles traveled overall for the same amount of stuff.
Okay, I get the efficiency point now. It reduces total driving for goods. But how does that connect back to, say, my experience living in the city? What's the benefit for residents day to day?
Well, that efficiency, it enables something else. It allows those deliveries to go to smaller, local neighborhood shops. Think your local grocer, the bakery down the street, the corner hardware store.
Right, the smaller place.
Yeah, because goods can get to them efficiently, they can operate closer to where people actually live, which means you, the resident, don't need to drive miles to a giant supermarket. You can just walk or cycle a few blocks to get what you need.
So the delivery truck, kind of behind the scenes, is what makes my walkable neighborhood possible.
In a crucial way, yes, it's all interconnected. The truck's efficiency supports local stores, which supports your ability to walk or bike for errands.
Yeah, that really reframes things. It makes you look at the whole system differently.
Yeah.
So wrapping up this deep dive, what really stands out is, well, it's nuanced, isn't it? Creating these great, green, people-focused cities isn't just about banning all the cars.
Not at all. It's much more about integration.
Right, an integrated approach that sees how different pieces fit together, even pieces we might not initially like delivery trucks.
Recognizing those unexpected contributions.
Exactly. It shows that true efficiency, real sustainability, sometimes comes from things that seem counterintuitive at first. So maybe something for you to think about as you go about your day. What other parts of city life or, any complex system really might seem like a necessary evil or just annoying, but are actually playing some kind of vital, maybe hidden role in making the whole thing work.